we are making my computer not like me. Coding overloaded. Okay, there we go. It is not. It's not the encoding, folks. It is. Well, you can't see that error message. I can. Welcome back. I'm your host, DracoFire87, and welcome back to Pyre. Whew. It's gonna be fun. Hello, ROK. Hello, Werepup. Hello, Confusion. Welcome back. We are continuing our journey with our merry band of exiles in the downside in this wonderful game by Supergiant Games, Pyre. And I am super excited to get further into this game. It is so good. It is so fun so far. Oh. So, if you weren't with us last time, I think all of you except maybe ROK were, but anyway, if you weren't with us last time, we stepped into the shoes of a reader. A reader who has been exiled from the Commonwealth to the downside for the crime of being able to read, and he's fallen in with these, well, now it's like 5 interesting different exiles of different species, and they are performing these rites, which are kind of like 3v3 religious basketball, but it's actually much more fun than that, and they are attempting to win their freedom through the rites, to go back from whence they came. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, so one of the first things that I know that we need to do is not this. Okay, so we're going to consider how to proceed. Give me just a second. It's not co-op. In fact, it is versus. I don't think there's a co-op mode. Because you can only ever have one person at a time. And why are you lagging? Stupid game. Don't do that. Stupid computer. Alright, we're going to consider how to proceed. We are in the Flagging Hands region, which is clearly quite awful. It is a fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives, basically a disgusting swamp pit. The region proves as dismal as Jodariel, one of my companions, a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there, as she has indicated. The air is thick and foul. Headwind, he's another of my companions. How far to the pit of Milithae? Which is where we're going to do our next rite. It's a fetid den in which the witch Milithae sealed the physical form of Yislak Astralborn. I don't know who either of those people are. All the way across the marshlands on the coast. That would be Jodariel. Reader, the lone minstrel, is speaking. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jodariel and Headwind exchange looks. Then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Thank you for your time, Reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. Beyonder Crystal, an ancient artifact connected to the rites. Should the reader manage in your eyes, present the crystal only then. Message to the lone minstrel. You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort besides the Book of Rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirates which you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. Henceforth, you may use the Beyonder Crystal. It is calling you. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal. I sense that you're not a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps on her mask. By the way, confusion, I actually had it confirmed through an article I found on Tumblr that what they are speaking is a language. And in fact, it was designed, it's not one-to-one on their English lines because it was actually, yes, I did this bit last time, I just didn't get to the part where I actually do a scribe trial and it saves. So I'm just doing this a little bit again. And it provides a good intro for anybody who hasn't seen this yet. But it is a language that they're speaking, and it is roughly equivalent to what they're saying in English usually. And yeah, they actually engineered kind of a language for them to speak, even though, you know, you've got all the English right here. So the Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please, call me Sandra. Sandra the Unseeing. She's a wraith expelled for eternity within the Beyonder Crystal and bound to serve the rites. We met briefly before when you first beheld the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. You listened well enough to that damned voice. Voice, described within the book. It calls to you during the rites and reminds you of your exile. It's also a giant jackass. Now I suggest you listen well to me. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedoms happen to be intertwined with yours. I know the rites better than anyone. I can soon whip you into shape, but if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worth their while, and yours. Scribe trials. Sandra's series of special challenges custom-tailored for each of your fellow exiles. Secondly, my Beyonders, a spectral triumvirate, banished for eternity and trapped within the rites, and I avail ourselves for practice rites, should you be so inclined. Or you could always come and chat and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom, You invoked Sandra from the Beyonder Crystal. What do you wish to do? This is where we'd stopped last time. This is where we left off, so we didn't have to do much to catch up. Ask what's on her mind. Sandra is bound to the Beyonder Crystal. She may appreciate having someone to talk to. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring at the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly I could make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we all would keep each other company. There was just one problem there, however. We are all sick of one another. Sonata, welcome! She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is a certain truth in this. We have been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than more close. But I had best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. Yes, it was, Sonata. So carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them forth to me, and I shall see to it they learn some more. What else shall you ask of Sandra? I am going to request of her a scribe trial. Commentary, welcome, we're just getting started. Indeed, it looks as one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. Who shall brave one of Sandra's scribe trials? Choose among the worthy. Ah. Ineligible, ineligible, ineligible. I am going to, give him a little more speed. Actually, no. I'm gonna give him this. She can keep that. Alright, I can only summon Ruki. What's that, Sonata? What are you playing? Keep in mind, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing Destiny 2 starting tomorrow. I ain't got a lot of time for other games. I'm going to finish this. I swear to God, I'm going to finish this. Prevail and earn a unique talisman. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ruki. Ruki being Ruki Greentail. He's our dog friend, our cur friend. What? The loudmouthed cur? Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically. Though I have a litany of reservations about him. But let us bring him forth. Soon, Ruki appears in heed of the summons. Chum? Why are you looking at me like that? I'll keep that in mind, Sonata, by the way. I don't know. I'm not big fan of the Tomb Raider games, even the new ones. But I'll keep that in mind. Boom. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, before we get into this, Pocoyo says hello. Say hello, Pocoyo. There we go. Oh, we are back in the book. Alright, what's the big idea, huh? Is some kind of trick you're playing, chum? The apparition Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me here. What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the Rite. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's just you and me then, huh, chum? Wherever you are. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, shoot. Oh dear. Ah! Thank God for that moon crest. Ah! Ow! 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 Glory dive! Oh, thank God, it's not full strength. Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, God, thank God. Oh, shit, that extends along the entire word. Whew! One more. Come on. Come on. Ow! Haha! Thought you could catch me. shit! Come on. Ow! Gotcha! There we go. That's how we do it, right, chum? It is. And you acknowledge, likewise, that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, Kerr. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Oh. I bet they only get harder from here, too. They're all designed probably to poke at the weaknesses of whoever. That Sandra kind of gives me the shakes, know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? Received Jomore's Fang for completing Rookie's trial. Jomore's Fang, rank 5. The game looks beautiful, ROK. I don't know what you're talking about. After Rookie casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual, 200%. Holy shit! So that basically means that when he casts, he leaves an AoE. Holy shit. God. That's, impressive. Especially, what's his... That's Glory Dive. That's what makes him fast. Oh, so he with that, if you do that... Ooh. Yeah, he turns into a nasty little fighter. Holy shit. Alright. Alright, what's everybody doing? Let's see here. Jody's throw rug. She's nearby. Edward's cooking tins. He's seeking water. Bay is brushing the imps with Rookie. Rookie is brushing the imps with Bay. Tizo is off on his own somewhere. And that's it for everybody. The lone minstrel is strumming a tune. Continue your journey. Find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in flagging hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo. He's the cute one. He's the one my profile picture is. I know what... Sonata, I know what they are. I'm just really not interested in playing the Tomb Raider games. And I hate stealth games so much. Hate stealth segments in games. So it's not very likely I'll play that game, I'm sorry. Most of your exiles lost one hope for the next Rite. Suffer alongside them. Ugh. A moment, reader. There are several courses we may take through Flagging Hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirits shall likely suffer more. So I can go directly there. Pretty much. And they're not going to... Cold Moat. The north route through Flagging Hands crosses a mass grave. Ew! You get to get a valuable item if you take a job here. Okay. Plaguemont. The middle route through the Flagging Hands cuts straight to the pit of Milithae. Suggest taking this faster route will reduce your companion's loss of hope. Fallowfield. The south route through Flagging Hands crosses diseased and wilted plains. The lone minstrel says you can improve a talisman if you take a job here. Ooh. I can improve that new talisman that I got. The really good one. But it means I'll be slow to return from banishment when I hit the pit of Milithae. I think I can deal with the loss of hope. I'm just going to try not to get banished. How about that? And I want to see if I can improve that talisman, so... God, it's beautifully ugly. How else can I describe that? Like, it's beautifully ugly. The south route to Flagging Hands is bleakness and is decay. No one speaks, yet you sense despair. Okay, stop saying your mind is in the gutter and tell us what you're thinking. It's not like Werepup's not in this chat. Later, you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of what you came to find. The bog dwellers of Flagging Hands are some of the only creatures that can stand it here, and even they, just barely. This particular region is the agricultural heart of the area, but as you can see, there is little left to harvest. Perhaps, though, you can help them plant a stronger crop. The lone minstrel leads you to a sad little patch of mud. He leans down and speaks into the earth. Hello, bog dweller. I have brought to you a reader. Please, tell him what you need. Some sort of creature shambles forth. With broken hands, it points you to a collection of foul seeds and simple garden tools. It is work familiar to you, and to your surprise, the soil is rich and fertile. Grains and other crops could grow. The planting job proves simple enough. It's almost a relief from all your travels. It's a modest effort on your part, yet the bog dweller seems elated, and as much as can be said of such a creature, excuse me. It insists on paying you for your assistance. Received a dash of stardust! Yay! The Pit of Milithay. By the time you reach the Pit of Milithay, everyone except the imp Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. Oh, we're 3 hope down. Prepare for the Rite anyway. Page revealed the Empire's collapse. Jodariel, okay, we'll get to you in a second. Book of Rites. Excuse me. The Empire's collapse. You too, God. In the words of Gol Golathanian, the Master General, it was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solium Mur. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Interesting. Welcome, Riot! Welcome back. Pocoyo says hello. Jodariel seems to have something on her mind. You sense Jodariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you are here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. Admit that she can be a bit intense. You are very much aware that she could snap you like a twig at any point. Deny that feeling that way. From what you know of her thus far, you sense no need to feel afraid of her. Say nothing. Whatever she may be getting at, you think it best not to indulge her at this time. I'm not sure, because, like, she is intense. Like, there's been a couple times when I thought she was going to kill someone, and instead she ended up helping them. But she's just very dull. But at the same time, like, she's very protective. She has Hedwyn's absolute trust. And Hedwyn is the most amazing one. So, oh, God. Nah, she's not scary. You tell her that, although you tell her that, you tell her that, although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on contrary, feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet, if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. Huh. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Jodariel gained +1 hope for the next rite. She doesn't look like she appreciated that, but she appreciated that. Alright. Unless Sandra has something new to say. Are you sloshing all the way across the flagging hands right now? Hideous place, or so I understand, for I can neither see it nor experience its wondrous aroma, as surely you can. Well, perhaps you are accustomed to it now. The Nightwings of the past misliked the place, of that I can assure you. We share a common misery. Now please leave me to mine, unless there is a service you require me to render at this time. Well, alright. Oh God. The slug market. Oh, hey guys, you know, this place, a lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? So have a look around. Boy. I'm almost out of money. I am certainly not fucking selling that. But I might. He's gonna get Joe Moore's Fang. I'm tempted to give that to Tizo. I like her with quickness. By the way, we are going to upgrade that. And sure, he needs something at least. Dash of Stardust, I can't afford it. Scribe Rock, Faith Stone. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get anything this time. Cheapskates. Fuck you. I'm Poe. I'm Poe right now. God damn it. Okay. Huh, screen size is off. Alright, I'll have to fix that at some point. Commence the rites! As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Milithae. Then... Tizo seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. Clearly! Oh god, he's so cute. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence. Everyone, take cover. Jodariel makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Something about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiments. The shape stops. Slowly, its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Wise of ye to hide yourselves from us, little Nightwings. Ye trespass on the resting place of the Astral-born. We shall see when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crone. Bog crone, serpentine creatures native to the Commonwealth's southern bogs, widely feared. Though formerly part of the Commonwealth, the bog crones tend to keep to themselves. Indeed, that was Witch Udmilde of the Withdrawn. Witch Udmilde. She is an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Yizlak, the astral-born monstrosity. Riot, I have not yet had the chance. I basically went to bed straight after finishing the stream, and then yesterday was kind of nuts, and then today was kind of nuts. If you want, send it to me in a DM on Twitter, and like if you can throw me a YouTube link or something, that makes it a lot easier. Sorry. The Withdrawn, a triumvirate of bog dwellers compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom, led by the crone witch Udmilde. Tizo makes clear he has no love of Udmilde. Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time. Ooh, here we go! Okay.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Melith.
Melith. Never mind, I've been saying that wrong the whole time.
Disturb your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
The crone Udmilde sees your companions gathered by their pyre. Little flame as that shall never warm ye here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Yizlak! Make the Nightwings suffer. Yizlak, a monstrosity described in myths and ballads, thought slain by the 8 scribes. Even in death, the astral-born yet feeds upon our world, unsated by its own. The scribe Luce Glorian. Rookie trots forward from your ranks. Listen here, you old bag! You don't scare any of us one bit. You or your buddy, Yizlak. Now, we doing this or what? The question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Udmilde's attention, however. Rookie begins to squirm a bit. Then Udmilde moves her slender fingers to her mask. She ugly. She's powerful ugly. Damn. Foolish. Yizlak will grow. Yizlak shall grow. Yizlak shall grow. He shall consume ye, ere your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Udmilde slides off towards her followers. Rookie remains motionless for a time. Whoops. Two humans and the crone.
Stand together here this night.
Oh, God. Ew. Her respawn time is 11 seconds. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Bugger. I don't know if I can afford. Oh, God. What do I do?
Decided yet?
Shut up! Headwind? God, you're my anchor this time.
Headwind.
Jody, I'm sorry, I'm leaving you on the bench. I can go for a blitz strategy. Go fast, go hard. Just try to blitz them. Use Rookie as a killer. And
Rookie.
Tizo is my hitter.
Tizo.
Ugh, he's pretty bulky.
Done.
Tizo is ready to take on the Withdrawn alongside Headwind and Rookie. No matter where you go, ye's like shall find ye and devour ye. Her aura is fucking weird.
Now begin. Good. Your adversary's first to falter.
Why did I do that with my anchor? Whoops!
The orb.
What the fuck? That's not what I meant.
Now for the night wings.
Oh shit.
Their aim was true, and thus your pyre wanes.
I did not mean to go that way. That was not what I wanted to do. Jump, jump,
There goes
done.
Tizo.
Idiot.
Banished from this place.
Ah! Not what I meant.
How very fortunate. Supply.
Fuck you.
Poor Headwind.
Ah. Ha ha.
Not much of a splash that time.
The hell?
Somebody get the orb.
No! My controller. Oh, they're learning to block.
Too bad for that one.
Ow! What the fuck?
A crushing blow against your pyre.
Shut up.
This is the road to ruin. Now for their pyre. Oh,
No! Fuck you!
Just fire.
Lifeblood of Yislak! It flows within this lair and beneath this world is lifeblood. It shall engulf ye in such blackness and despair.
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware her foul sorceries. Their flame has died a little.
Fuck you! What the hell? Goddamn.
Now go on just once more. Was dangerously close.
Ah!
A stroke of luck is all.
Ah!
Well cast.
No!
Down goes that one.
Come on.
One careless step. Foiled.
Ah! Oh, God. Get out of...
Now, now.
Ah!
It's done. Once again prevail. Their fire burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
God damn.
The rite is complete.
Not sure what was going on there, because I don't know if you saw it. There were times when I was just... Character would just go da-da-da-da-da-da, and that was not what I meant to do. I don't know. I'm using a PS3 controller that I've... using a hack, basically, to use as an Xbox controller, so maybe that's part of it. But, alright. Nice work, everyone. Never thought I'd have to stand against a bog dweller. See? Those bog dwellers are just a bunch of hissy talk. Tizo praises everyone's courage against Udmilde and the Withdrawn. Yislak, we have failed thee. The deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye, fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Nice. Nobody leveled up, so let me see. can't slip through, so.
Until the stars align.
I have a feeling I'm going to be flipping off the voice a lot. And forgive me, by the way, it's just... Man, he pisses me off. The Rites are tense enough without his commentary. Bastard. Having thwarted the withdrawn in the Rite, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal and the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of Udmilde's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. The Reader and the stars will point the way as ever. It's just, so far we've kept on going north, if that's the case again this time. The Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here for untold leagues. I could not tell you when the last vessel dared sail those waters. Sea of Solace, an impossible oceanic expanse pockmarked by crude little islets. Attempts to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Tizo is trying to get you to look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of night. You find Bay. God, I'm gonna love calling her that. And the lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself, then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Bay. We shall see what the Reader has to say, for this is his charge. And here he is, in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tizo. Tizo is happy to have obliged the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please, look upon these stars and see where they would compel us to go next. These imps are interesting. Are okay. They're not like demonic imps. That's just kind of what they're called. Look towards the heavens. Right. Milith is not lit. Neither is Gaul, Haub, Jomwer. Orez, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. Uh-oh. Alright, that's... okay. The Rites beckon you still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. You're joking, right, chump? Does the Reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. Okay, I am not that mischievous. I'm actually, like, compulsively lawful good. You talk like you can just go right out... You talk like we can just go right out, right onto the water. Pardon my interruption, though. Perhaps we can. Say what? Okay, no, seriously. I am not mischievous at all for the most part, except in very, very controlled circumstances. I would not call that one of my traits at all. That is not mischievous. That is something else. And careful in the chat, okay? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude's. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Big Bertrude, a small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. All sorts of contraband used to come through there, though some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Okay, I don't find it that amusing, to be quite honest. I really don't like being called something I'm not. It's just me. Hedwyn's smile returns. Sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. No big deal. Okay, don't worry about it. This game is very charming, Sonata. Like, it is very, very charming. The lone minstrel seems to have something on his mind. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. Lone minstrel wants to tell you something of the rites. Hear him out. You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and I thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the withdrawn and witch Udmilde, you might recall that she tended to invoke a certain name. Yislak, the Astral-born. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udmilde for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. Yeah, Sonata, it's everything. Like, the art style's delightful, the soundtrack. There's a song coming up. There's a song coming up. I'm not going to tell you why, and I'm not going to tell you where. But I am probably just going to stop to listen. It was ruled over by the Greater Titans. Greater Titans, colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. The scribes together slew them one by one, and through this forged their bonds. The one called Yislak was eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Confusion? Damn? What's wrong? Yislak, a monstrosity. What, never to return? Like, don't worry. It's... I don't consider myself that spoiled. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Yislak's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. Okay, don't crawl away. Don't leave. I'm not mad at you. God's sakes. Yeah. I'm talking about never to return. However, Yislak did not truly die, for by some accounts, it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return into whatever plane that banished it to ours. So, in a way, it is an exile, just like you. I still don't feel sorry for it. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Udmilde are more or less inconsequential, for the while. Yet the history of Yislak is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. I mean... it's reassuring that the cosmic horror isn't going to erupt in my era. I'm still kind of disturbed by the cosmic horror that is regenerating. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. Jodariel's status, practicing lunges. Hedwyn is practicing his letters. Ah, he's learning to read. Sandra is lost in thought. Tariq's nearby. Rookie's sniffing at the air. Tizo is teaching the drive imps. And Bay is out for a walk. Continue your journey. Big Bertrudes. A small bog dweller. Yeah. We saw that already. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Seek Big Bertrude. Let's see, is anything going on in the Black Wagon? No. Rookie's out on his own. Tizo's clearing cobwebs. Bay is arguing with Hedwyn. Hedwyn is arguing with Bay. I love the fact that they match, always. Jody's searching for food. And the minstrel's exploring nearby. Big Bertrudes is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Keep hearing that name. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers... God, I'm not doing that in his accent yet. Make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. That's a... Big Bertrude. She's a bog dweller, once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorceress work. That is a rather... It's an interesting name for someone that big and that ugly, but, it's a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you, and of your handiwork. He did he? In return, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. Yeah, she has an art. I wonder if she's important. To be frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters. Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around in it. The path to the sacred Mount Elodiel lies far beyond those suffocating woods. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwyn stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care. All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in the manner of speaking. He helped me find the sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwyn nods at this, then returns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself for time for your vocations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. Oh, mentor a companion, forage for resources, study in private. I'm kind of not happy with how low we are on gold. So let's forage, see if we can find something we can sell or use. Flayed vines. You sense something wrong? Falcon Ron values here. Interactive forage of this. Location. Some of the vegetation here is strong enough to have its uses. Acid baths. You sense a mystical artifact here. Some old artifacts remain preserved within this noxious liquid. I want something to sell. Well, chum, had enough scrounging for one day? Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. Tombstones. Value 79 gold. Something you foraged in the Flagging Hands region. Cool. Excellent. That should help a lot. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. Lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Interesting. The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. Saying what we all are thinking at this point. People seeing this, I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for a sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue. Of course she does. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare they make flirtations upon us? Flirtations? No! No! I am not flirting with you, God! No, well then Headwind says what everybody's thinking again. Enough. But should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls, and will explain. This is so exciting! I don't know how to swim! God damn it. Tizo seems to share Bay's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. Oh no! Jodariel gets seasick. Black wagon became seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits. Worm Gulf. You've not yet been to this region of the downside. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. Worm Gulf. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. I don't know if I do, Sonata. I haven't been on boats enough to tell. I don't typically get car sick or air sick, so I suppose I wouldn't get seasick. Worm Gulf, the tempestuous Sea of Solace, lies beyond this death-still body of water. Exiled worms from the Sea Dominion naturally congregate around here. Worms? Worms? Like dragons? There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. Worm. Exiled worms of the Sea Dominion, da-da-da. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. That sounds like dragons to me. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next rite is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we find ours. It is all a part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the Hulk of Ores. Hulk of Ores. According to the stars, the next rite will soon commence here. A carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. I only have one choice, which is Outer Solace, fetid waters, off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northwest. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to be a welcome change of pace, having come from Flagging Hands not so very long ago. However, Dariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. She notices Ruki. She stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who? Hedwyn? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night retching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out at sea. Oh, poor Hedwyn. And yes, I know, I laugh at the idea of the big damn demon being seasick, and then I go, poor Hedwyn. I'm not consistent, I know it. His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwyn when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. If you wish them a good afternoon, to go to check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwyn looking out of sorts. Oh. Hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble. Just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey. Tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Let's know what you miss about your past life. Book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. The few friends you had. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you to get by. Perhaps the food. Your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. Nothing springs to mind. You have made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. Book collection or friends? Book collection or friends? Everybody knows, if you know me very long, that my book collection and my friends are two of the most valued things in my life. I'm going to say the friends. Books can be replaced, friends can't. You tell him that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. There's someone I miss terribly back there myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Confusion, what does he say if you say books? While we continue. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Poor Edwin! Aww. Thank you for checking up on me. He says he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. It appears that Hedwyn is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. Have a good night, RK. I can't wait to see you back here in the next stream. The bastards probably burned all your books, huh? Is what he says? Yeah. In fact, I am pretty sure that the burning books that you are standing among, when you start the game, when you get to at the menu screen, is probably your books, and they probably are burning them. In fact, Yeah, which pisses me off. I love books. Confusion, are you having autocorrect issues? I know the feeling. I am sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. Sea of Solace. Ooh, it's pretty. By the scribes! The sea! I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of Ores, far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Tizo is wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please, consult with your companions about which course to take. Right, we've got Under King Pass. The north current towards the hulk of Ores runs as quick as Under King Ores himself. Bay believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Fathomless Trench. The south current towards the hulk of Ores teems with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. And you know what? I like Bay, but I like Tizo better. Because Tizo is so fucking cute. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the Sea Dominion, cast into exile. Sea Dominion, a vast and war-torn undersea regime home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. Okay, that sounds intimidating. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Tizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Tizo dives without warning into the depths. Oh, of course, he's fishing with himself. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea, despite its perils. Eventually, the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. Froth Sea Flounder. You could always sell it. Yeah, it's 85 value. Woo! That looks ominous. Last you arrive at the hulk of Ores after journeying across the sea. It seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there's no sign of your next adversaries yet. Page revealed, down the river. Jodar. Oh god, we got lots of stuff. Nautical Bell. Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. A keepsake from Big Bertrude's. Silver Cudgelhead. A limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It has fully grown his led a rich life. A keepsake from Worm Gulf. Huh. New table, new everything. Fishes swimming in the side of the thing. Hedwyn is tossing and turning. Oh, poor Hedwyn. Jody's nearby. Ruki is looking around outside. Tizo's checking the wheels for mites. Bay is looking for... Oh, the books are all nicely lined up. Excellent. What do you got to say, Jody? Reader. God damn it, I keep doing that accent. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Hedwyn. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he is grown. Nevertheless, there are such things as that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, and if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen in case we should be separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. That was interesting. Okay. That was very sweet, Jody. Okay. Okay. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there's no sign of a nautical emergency nor a prepared meal. Oh, I know it's not mealtime. It's fine. I'm really starting to enjoy the constant ringing sound, though. Not that doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides ringing that bell, it's probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know we curs have ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't. Anyway, thanks. I meant that. He storms off. Rookie shall never forgive you for using the nautical bell. And so be it. Rookie appears, laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Oh god, I love these fucking little exiles. Oh my god. Down the river, in the words of Golathanian, the Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sklorian, in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time he could not ignore it, and proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand, they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished. But the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Interesting. Alright, anything for you to say? Ask what's on her mind. There's an undulation I have sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails the seas, am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or herself, perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It's been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand. My memories of it are wistful nonetheless, although if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the emerald seas near to the Empire. The Empire of Sar dominated the known world for millennia until the doomed reign of Solium Mur. Okay. Do be careful out there, will you? Now, let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another such eternity or two. We had best stick to business. Alright. Slug Market! Oh, hey you guys, funny running into you out here right in the middle of the drink, know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Alright. Tombstones! Sell. Frosty Flounder. Sell. Thank God. Dash of Stardust. Pinch of Stardust. Thorned Knot. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range. Meh. Scribe Rock grants the bearer 2 presents. Faith Stone grants 2 hope. Lunar Glass. Curfang. I'm actually not sure I see anything I need right now. I might... Nah, those will probably stick around. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's look at the cargo. Let's see here. I'm just gonna bump that once. That is never not going to be useful. Like, oh, though I should probably take that off of him because he's sick. We'll see who gets it eventually. Actually, probably going to give it to her right now. Alright. Commence the rite. Who are we facing this time? Having landed at the Hulk of Ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwin? Tizo is worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. So not dragons. We're taking worm a little literally here, I see. Okay. What they are all doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies, so it is you heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. And this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes all of you on half of the Pyre Hearts. Until the contest. Sir Gilman. He's once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate of worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. I don't believe they're living seaweed. In fact, Sonata, they believe they are... Well, they're worms. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. Sonata Gilman. Ugh.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Ores. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Good grief. Oh, jeez. Why can't the playing field stay the same? Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Horus. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Ha ha! An excellent point! It seems then that these adversaries in the Rites are clever. What do you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hawk! This knight... that expression. This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many front-line battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protests. Wait! Aha! Give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge, a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So, yes, you can swim or no? Ha! Of course we knights can swim! All knights of the Sea Dominion can! But we are exiles in this land, same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, but there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, en garde! The exiles... God, I love this music. This is so good. Exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Now let us begin.
Real fast. Sir Gilman, who can do what? He's once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. I forgot to do this for the goddamn crones, too. Shit. Rite's power is... detonates his aura trail and snaps back to its end. Okay. Slash. Jump. Leaps high to... okay. Slither. Surges forward at high speed. Race. Worm. Relatively intelligent amphibians known for their chivalry, hot tempers, and reckless determination. It was inevitable that the Sea Dominion's teeming masses clambered onto shore seeking glory. Past. Worm Knight. The title of Knight means nothing in the Commonwealth, but it means a lot to worms. Those who clambered from the depths found a willing new employer in the Commonwealth. One of the outlandish worm knights of the Sea Dominion, he appears to have withstood many battles in the name of the Commonwealth, which employs many of his kind for its ongoing war against the High-Wing Remnant. His exile seems to be self-imposed, though even he can only take so much abuse from his fellow knights. The Craven Commander, Sir Deluge. He's a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Worm Knight. He's one of the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion, though seems to lack their typical confidence and bravado. Nonetheless, he has a seniority, appearing to be a veteran of numerous skirmishes, and other Worm Knights are taught to always respect rank. Seems rather abusive towards Sir Gilman, his fellow Worm Knight. And he's just a Pyre heart. Back to the Nightwings. Alright. Jody, as always, is an anchor.
Jodariel.
We use Bay. And then Rookie or Tizo? Rookie or Tizo?
Rookie. Ow.
No way these Worm Knight bozos are faster than me. Gilman! Status report! What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire! A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave? Air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready!
Begin.
Oh, geez, they are fast.
Pyre hearts banished to the last. Glory to the Nightwings, first of all. The orb, take it.
Boom!
Onward thus to greater glory. Another banishment.
Ah, I knew better. No!
Sir Gilman plunges into the fire. They did it.
They did it! Gilman! Your slow form is sloppy! Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line! Your wounds do wound me, sire! This knight gives every Rite his very, very best! Though, perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once! Our adversaries stand divided. Let us take advantage of the opening.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve. Their pyre shan't survive much more of that.
Like, if you're gonna give me the
Rite
big
is
gun...
nearly ended. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
We are that fucking good. no,
And this night's proceeding.
no, they're that fucking bad. Really, that was not... They were not good. I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won. Those worms were quick, all right, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman! This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies? How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Focus, training, prowess. The path towards survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us. Yep, that's about right. Let's see here. What is the maximum? You can have 5 points. During Flame, at the start of a rite, Jordario's Pyre automatically gains 35 strength. Sheesh. In the downside, Solian Moore sought to expel the darkness in his being, but found that he could not. Fierce Presence. Jordario permanently gains +4 presence, raising the size of her aura. Damn, that just makes her just huge. And then Adversary is banished. Or I can make it so that she can rush twice. And then her thing is then, with this, if she banishes an adversary in a rush, she can just do it again. Oh, jeez. I'm not so far having issues with, like, my Pyre strength. I've not, like, been real close to losing a lot. So let's see if we can't speed her up a little, huh? Bay!
Awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me. They do from time to time. Alright. So she will get... So we have Tricks of the Rope Collar. Rites, mastering enhancing a savage's deafness and trickery. None could predict or outsmart Kaelmer Rope Collar, chief aide of the Emperor of Sar. That's the guy who tricked him into going off on a harebrained quest. Have a good night, commentary. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us for some Destiny at some point, because I'm picking that up tomorrow. Grand Trader's Leanings. Rites masteries enhancing a savage's aggression and persistence. Rope Collar was an idiosyncratic man whose interests he kept to himself. The charge-up time before Bay jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Heightened reflex. Enemies of the Empire found armies at their footstep before they even realized what was happening. Snapcast. The brief charge-up time before Bay can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Kaelmer Rope Collar learned to control his impulses, knowing it was necessary to his plans. We've got False Step. If Bay is banished while jumping, she shall instantly return at the origin of her jump. We shall conquer that river and much more, my lord. Kaelmer Rope Collar's last words to Solian Mur. Dark Vigor. While grasping the orb, Bay sprints and jumps without using stamina. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that's impressive. I like that, but neither of those really appeal to me. Let's go with Heightened Reflex.
Trick from the rope collar.
Tizo gains a little enlightenment.
Until the next rite.
Oh, that asshole. Oh. I'm sorry, folks. I am real tired. It has been just one of those weeks, I guess. Just don't ever seem to quite be able to get going. Kind of sucks. After prevailing over the Pyre Hearts rather decisively, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swum off towards wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion, who was absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel? I should wring that neck of yours. At this point, Jody can do that. I'm fine with that. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay. Although, I traveled with one extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq. But I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwyn. I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full wrong voice. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? Beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside, where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. Could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere on the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Seek again your destination. Alright. Oh boy. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. That's fiery. Still further north, then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. The deathless tempest. A tempest raging in the Sea of Solace, seemingly for all eternity. The storm that arose after the death of the sea titan, unfathomed Plurnus, has never entirely subsided. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? God, he's so cute. You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Alright, check back with the black wagon. Oh, it's Tizo. Give me a second. Beyond her crystal. Nothing there. Tizo seems to have something on his mind. Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea and seems pleased to see you. Tizo is grateful for having had the opportunity to go catch a fish for old time's sake. Tizo is asking you if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Oh god, it's Tizo, I love him. What's up? What's up? Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. He devoted his life to the eradication of their kind. Ever since they killed his family? What? He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps can't cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. I need my cute fix. I need my cute fix. I can't cuddle the imp, so I'll cuddle the chocobo. It seems he don't... That little shit! Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming that what he was, in fact, in jest. Smile and nod. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not yet fully grasp the nuance of imp humor. Now is not time for Tizos to be making jokes during a very serious quest. No, that was fucking funny. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. The noises! He snickers back at you and bounces off. He gained +1 hope for the next Rite. Oh, God. Little imp's gonna be the death of me. Alright. You've got Ragged Rock. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted refuge in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Frothsea. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Ooh. And now it's a battle, because it's a battle of cute versus cute. Valuables or Tizo? Valuables or Tizo? Tizo and fish or Rookie and valuables? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Let's see here. Oh, we've got plenty of money, so I don't think we need more valuables right now. But... well, we gave attention to Tizo. We'll give it to Rookie this time. Remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage? Sure, why not? Suggest it may be well worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after coming this far. Rookie grins wide. Me, see it my way, chum. Let's see what we can get. An exhaustive search. Sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Joe Dario fumes at all of this, but says nothing. She lost hope for the next Rite. Fuck. God damn it. Well, they can't all be good choices now, can they? You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. And something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs! This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. Oh, God. Why did I know? Why did I know that when he had character art that he was going to show up again? What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be what? Let us be joined. Let this knight join you. Please. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really. No. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the sea dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there? The Pyre hearts. They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Auras. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid you shall achieve your wish. Sonata, yeah, welcome to the club. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodario pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Aww. Faint praise indeed. Jodario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Oh my god, he's wearing a tiny little breastplate, despite the fact that he's like all chest. See? Tiny little breastplate. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along. For now. Oh, the heart eye. Oh, God. The heart eye, okay. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus he shall go forth. Sonata, no, we are not doing Uran Worm Club. No. He seems to be asking for your permission for something. Yes? Tentatively agree to whatever he's asking so you can get on with it already, or beg pardon? It's not clear as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out, "Oh my god, he's got literal fire in his eyes. Oh shit." He vanishes into the depths. Yet, through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Help see his mission through. Oh god. Downland's High School Worm Club. Oh, God. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer sea of reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. God. As long as he doesn't turn tsundere, I'm fine. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. Oh! That's nifty. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed Plurnas, boiling the sea with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels for outing save this knight's own kind. Be gone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Ores started. Under King Ores, 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worms' Undersea Crusade sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Nice. Oh dear. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth last this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. We figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you? You dared staunch the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Pyre Hearts, banish him! This is an order! Now, what now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself? And leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander, then? Have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass. To me, banish now this troublemaker. Uh-oh. See, Gilman? Shall forever be inferior, even among the weakest of our kind. Gilman? Where did you go? Gilman! Gilman! Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Well, fuck. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head! Gilman! Werepup, you missed... Oh my god, what did you miss? You missed, you missed a very hot-blooded worm. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Edwin help him up. Deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Oh god, the heart eye just... Oh, that kills me. Oh, that kills me. Oh man. Huzzah! Oh boy, bid him welcome. Deathless Tempest. Oh jeez, this game, I swear to God. Deathless Tempest. Not so tempesty, but still kind of deathless. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But, now what? We're stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. What's the character? Oh God, I'm thinking like, if everybody remembers like the Robin Hood movie that Disney did, the animated Robin Hood, the one that turned like an entire generation into furries, where Sir Hiss just gets tied in a knot and then yanked. That's kind of what I'm imagining. Just Joe Dario being like, oh God. Oh my God, he's in love with her. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh God. Ah, and one from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. The worm has a crush on Jody. Oh my God. Because she could crush him with one hand. Oh my God. Oh my God. And thus 1,000 terrible fanfics were probably birthed. Oh my God. God. Just where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Now. Sir Gilman does no such thing. Although, eventually, he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. That's Sonata. The Robin Hood movie came out 15 years ago at that point and wasn't very good. Oh no, Annie, the furries are going to fight you on that one. It is not a great Disney movie. It is a very fun Disney movie, and it spawned 1,000 million furries. Say, Tariq? Hi, Ruki, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I'm thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean? Hi, then, let me see what I can do.
For the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh,
I'm just enjoying it, personally. God, it's good.
Scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes. 1,000 years gone by. Oh, oh, oh,
Also, Werepop, I've known Confusion for a while. I actually we went to college together, and Confusion and I have a lot of the same tastes in games. We tend to like story heavy. We tend to like, you know, I don't know how to put this. Confusion, you know how to put this better than I do, probably. But good night, Werepop. Glad you could join us. Hope you rest well. Hope to see you next time. At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Survey the surroundings. By the way, Confusion, what did I miss out on by not winning that minigame? I'm wondering. Is it plot important? Have I ruined Gilman's storyline? Alright. Oh, there he is. And there's his crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft-sought by Worm Knights. Before we talk to him, Hedwyn is having a quick meal. Jody's foraging. Ruki's napping. Tizo's hunting. And Bay's looking for food. Cool. Tariq is composing ballads. Sonata, you tend a little bit more action-y than I tend to. We match up fairly well, though, like, I'm probably never going to play, like, the Bayonetta games and stuff, which I know you like. You tend to be much more into games than I am. Like, you've played way more Skyrim than I will ever play in my life. But, you tend to be more aesthetic based. You like kind of the way, you seem to like the way games look, and they're kind of whatever, and I tend to be more of the story kind of thing of how, what does it say? Not a bad thing, just different. By the way, Damien, I can't remember, now that you've commented, Bayonetta, are you picking up Destiny 2? And if so, for what system? Sir Gilman seems to have something on his mind. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined... Damien, that's fair. Sorry, I shouldn't interrupt my... God. Focus. Come on. That's fair, Damien. It's not for everyone. I do hear that they've improved this one a lot, but shooter MMO is a little odd. I'm getting it to some degree because so many of my friends are. And I did like the first one, but we'll talk about that later. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. The all caps out of nowhere. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under-King Ores and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence that the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. By the way... Don't get to see that, hear that yet. Alright, let's see what the Book of Rites... Not the Book of Rites. I don't want you... No. Go back. I want Beyond Her Crystal. You called for me, lovely reader. Ask what's on her mind. So, then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves might just descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now we'd best get back to our normal business, as it were. She is strange. Interesting. Survey the surroundings, which are inhospitable, to say the least. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright, everyone, don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back! I've come back! Bay returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives! Although, he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. Little Imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whoever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Triesta. The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. The exiles of the high-wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate? With them? Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. For the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Foraging, don't really feel like I need to. Let's try mentoring a companion. Glean knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. Is there anybody I can... What's this? Okay. What's the green mean, I wonder? Oof. Rookie might actually level from this. Sure, chum. I could go for some enlightenment right about now. Might take the edge off. God. You illustrate to Rookie some of the intricacies of the rite, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. He senses he grasps some of the concepts. Dude! Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? When Rookie banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Oh, when it was necessary to break bad news to Jomor Manymane, other curs drew lots for the honor. Stevie, welcome! Phew, I gotta hand it to you, chum. That book's not quite as boring as I thought. Better go lie down. Continue your journey. Thank you, Stevie. I appreciate it. Alright. Minstrel thinks he can negotiate safe passage. Jodario wishes to avoid them altogether. Listen. Oh. We haven't been real kind to Jody lately. Let's go take her advice. The shattered lands of Blackshore proved difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. Giudario searches for a solid path forward to little avail. Fie on these blasted lands. How are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of some assistance. This place is not so unfamiliar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madam. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliffs before Giudario can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. Last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. This time, he soon returns. I have secured safe passage through the nest of Trieste. We may proceed. Secured safe passage with whom, exactly? Just then, a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks Giudario up and down, and then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more, either. Giudario's scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the high-wing remnants' treacherous assaults thanks to soldiers such as she. Oh, Jesus. God, she is just taking a fucking beating. Ow. Means Jody is pretty much out of the equation. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. Page revealed. The hunt for Moor. The hunt for Moor. In the words of Gol-Golathanian, the Master General. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Moor could come and search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. Yeah, the fact that I keep hanging up on that, Stevie, I really do. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Hedwyn is checking the surroundings. Jody is watching for your adversaries. Rookie's fretting. Tizo's eating. Bay is quiet. And Gilman is awaiting nightfall. And the slug market. Oh, hey, you guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is to get you guys the best deal in the downside. Any adversaries banished by the bearer take longer to return. Ooh, that would be nice for Jody. And upon dousing the adversary's pyre, the player's pyre is restored by up to... Okay, that would be nice. Stardust. Stardust. Not sure I want that. I want the Sunken Shadow, but I can't afford it yet. We're gonna grab this since we're definitely not taking Jody. No. I don't want that back. And we'll raise that to rank 10. 300% longer than usual. We'll give her a little quickness. If you tell your friends about us, tell all your friends about us, because I already told mine. Hey. Sheesh, that's like a very ominous version of My Little Pony. Stevie, thank you. You're the best. God damn. I appreciate it, man. I really do. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the night. Oh god, I love this song already. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. Seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off, as Jodario glowers after her. They fled to their mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. Winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth where they are feared. It is only then you realize that another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know naught of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pamitha Thane. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants now bound in exile. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodario. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? I didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you are set our course thus far, and I have followed. So, do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all of this. Jodario storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp. Yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to... I gotta get this accent down. A reader, are you? Oh, maybe she's Irish. Reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. No, that's not Irish. I don't know what that is. What is that accent? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there's the truth of it, why don't you? There we go. You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. She seems alright. You're willing to take Pamitha at her word and see in her the potential for a valuable new ally. Express your reservations. It may be that her training gives you some resistance to some resistance to your scrutiny. Admit you do not know. You know what? Every single person, including me, in this party has been greeted with functionally unalloyed trust. This is what we do. This is who the Nightwings are. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodario will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure. I love a good condition or two. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, who you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the Rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Hamatha Thane joined you. She has a score to settle. Bid her welcome. I do love this music so much.
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre hearts, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiment. Oh my god, that's pretty. That's just sleek. I love it. Heads towards your adversaries in the Rites. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Tamitha? Tamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Fifth of Saint Trieste Tethys. Fifth of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined or the Blessed Born. The eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. Stevie, I will just, if you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them. I know it's a lot. What's a life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night, so that Pamitha can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Now we shall get started.
Well, What's she got? What can she do? The Guilty Sister. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants, now bound in exile. Rite's powers. Tackle. Hurtles forward, engulfed in aura, immune to adversaries' auras. Fly. Takes flight, evading adversaries and obstacles. Hold to fly longer. Dash. Dashes forward, shoving aside adversaries in the way. Personal. Race. Harp. Past. Talon. The fiercest squadron in the High Wing remnants is the reason the Blood Border is thusly named. Unable to stop the talons of the High Wing remnants, the Commonwealth sought to destroy them from within. Observations. If the Commonwealth fears anything at all, is it the harps of the High Wing remnants. She is clearly one of them, many of whom have been exiled as prisoners of war. She seems to have an unusually easygoing attitude towards things, though you sense she is in pain or a state of turmoil over something. Alright. So we basically have to choose her, but what do we got here? Chivalrous. Let's take her talisman. Give it to her. Guy in the middle looks like he's from Fire Emblem. This guy? Kinda, yeah. Oh, and let's look at their adversaries real fast. Oh, that's not the right one. Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Well then, yeah, headwind. Yeah, I figured that confusion. Let's see here. Wings of Vengeance. Tamitha. Vengeful tactician of the High Wings remnants who plot the Commonwealth's ruin. Flight Tactician. They're believed to be the masterminds of the High Wing remnants' unpredictable assaults. They vowed to avenge their fallen and never bend to Commonwealth doctrine. She is a stoic and threatening harp of the High Wing remnants whose entire life has likely been committed to the destruction of the Commonwealth. Though now in exile to the downside, she remains determined to fulfill her ambitions to overthrow her people's wingless oppressors. She's the apparent blood sister of Pamitha, but if she has any love for her, you cannot sense it at all. Well, she won't go. Which makes Headwind basically our anchor at this point.
Headwind.
I think we're going to need this strength. Count on me, my friend. And then Tizo can fly. So this should be a good opportunity for him.
Tizo.
Promises to do his best against Tamitha and the Essence.
It is done.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, Rita, darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all of this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what you sisters of the High Wing remnants can do.
Rita, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you.
Oh, shut up.
Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
And you're an asshole who I'm not listening to. See, darling, we harps were not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, eh? Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I'll trust you do the best you can. To the skies, sister! Talon formation!
Tamitha caught out. Night wings make their mark upon the plain.
Alright. Oh shit.
Glory to the scribe.
Shit. It's not good. Headwind, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? Wish I did right about now. Then listen up. Listen up. My blood sister there. She'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated it when I used to do it to her. Alright.
The orb engulfed in fire. A banishment. Ah, yes.
Yes, this is basketball if basketball was a religion.
There. Tizo doused their pyre.
Ow!
Oh, so close. A blow against the adversary's pyre.
I'm not even having to block him. Damn you, Pamitha! You are no true Thane. Clan Thane, a feared clan of Highwing remnants. Pamitha and Tamitha are its surviving members. To think that you have the gall to call me sister still after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me! Think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back.
What is it those two think they're doing? The Rites are not the place to settle petty scores. And it is done. The you-know-who prevails.
The you-know-who?
Adversaries prove no...
Fuck you! We're the Nightwings, motherfucker!
The Rite is done.
You Commonwealth filth! It's only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. What about you? Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Used to think the scribes were just stuff of stories, but all of this really is their doing, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's just too good. That's too good not to take.
A flash of inspiration for next time. The imp Tizo appears to have a certain depth of knowledge.
Just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the Rites and his part of the Nightwings. Super large area? Or implode, return faster? I think being able to spam it might be nice. Ah, not quite enough.
Until the stars align.
Oh boy. Sorry, replying to a message. For thwarting the essence almost effortlessly, you and the others return your wagon to consider your next move and how best integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. Like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the Rites will cause my path and Pamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not seem to hear the question. Been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having... Oh, check. Oh, he's smitten. Rookie likes the harp. Stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. There is somewhere I may ask we go here in Black Basin, Reader. By our leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Look towards the heavens. Lu, the vernal star, burns right over the densest woods in Black Basin. Jeez. The glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. Glade of Lu, the great sap scholar Luce Glorian here vanquished the root titan, limbless Arazak. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. Seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Pamitha's moonshine! Kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion, or a very bad one. Gilman is making speeches. Bay is prancing. Tizo is up in the rafters. Rookie's snooping around outside. Minstrel's out for a walk. Jody is reconnoitering. and Hedwyn is scouting. Pamitha. You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. Since she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers. But then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice Hedwyn boy. Hey, I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that's frankly no one's business, but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. Oh god, wrong accent. We have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Continue your journey. Sulphur Main. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path leading down the cliffs is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag descending the Black Crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First, that blasted little bird. Now this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. Last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes towards Wakingwood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Flamberg lands on a northern plateau over Wakingwood pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Glass Peak lands to the east of Wakingwood, riddled with black crags. Pamitha says she can procure a talisman here. Let's go indulge Mr. Hotblood, because he's Mr. Hotblood. Sir Gilman is relieved at your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nonetheless seems rather shaken by the steep trip down. This knight mislikes these heights! For shame, Master Reader. You must take this knight for a common, craven coward. He buries his head in the soil. When last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of some sort. Ha ha! This knight did have you fooled there, did he not? But free talisman, I know. I've been passing up several of those to my great shame. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Wakingwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rites beckon, and the rites take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point and cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Needlefield and Greymoor. Needlefield. Says that Sandalwood studies the Rite here, small clearing to the east of the Glade of Lugh. Contains the grandest trees, all of Wakingwood. The lone minstrel says that Sandalwood once resided here. Grandest trees. I think we're going to go to the trees. Sandalwood has led a long life, compared with any of you, at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Burnt Grove and Under Thicket. Bay or Tizo? Bay or Tizo? Bay is usually buffs. Tizo's usually stuff. Take Tizo. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there should be time to pursue your vocations. Investigate. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Jodariel. Okay, so that's got a thing. Right. Doing the dishes, off on her own. Debating with Bay. Debating with Sir Gilman. Sniffling for food. Fast asleep. Cleaning her armor. Okay. So, what we are going to do is break here. It's 10, I'm hungry, I'm tired. And it's been a day. It'll be a day tomorrow. We will come back to this probably Saturday or Sunday, because I'm off this weekend, and I think it's an off weekend, so I don't think I'm working this weekend, rather, so I have to stay here, and I think Greg is going to want to travel, so I'll probably have free time. I will let you all know. I will also be picking up Destiny 2 tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming that, not very officially. I'm just going to basically kick on the stream whenever I'm playing, because why the hell not? Anybody who's on is welcome to join and explore the world of Destiny. So, till then, I think we've had a good night. We've explored some more of the downside. We will continue this later. I hope you're all having fun. I hope you're all enjoying this. And, you know, we'll keep going. Let me know in the Facebook or on Twitter if there's anything you'd like to see or you'd like to have me do. Stevie, I announce on Twitter and on Facebook. I will make sure you get an invite to the Facebook group, Facebook page. And my Twitter should be down below the stream. And from there you can, of course, follow, and I will post whenever I go live. I always stream on Monday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. And then whenever I feel like it, otherwise, basically. So yeah. And thanks again, Stevie. I really appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody who came out, watched, and, you know, till next time, have a good night. We'll see you around next time we stream.